All right. Cool. It works.
Mm-hmm.
This game. What are the titles of it?
There's help in I don't remember the other one.
Is it Helpin' Stupid or? Is it...
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Which one should I start with? Help.
Let's go with let's do that one first.
All right. Cool. Let me get my controller plugged in.
Yeah. Help is shorter anyway.
Is it?
Yep. 4 minutes and
Is
12
it
seconds.
forfeit?
No, it's a full-on game.
Holy hell! You are not helping your team with this kickoff already. Yeah, if you wanna, did you want to lose that or are you trolling?
No, I just wanted to lose it.
Okay, if you want to lose it, there's a more effective way to lose it to the right. It's where, where's my thing?
But you know what I do. I just try out new stuff.
Yeah.
I was selling Q for a good deal, so I'm just.
Well, you want to make a wall with your car though, because you know your car is this box, right, where it goes up here.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I can make a pretty solid wall. That's the easy part.
Yeah, like you
I'm
have
just
your
learning
box right
textures,
here.
different effects is what I'm
Well,
trying to
I'll
learn.
tell you like the box you should go for on this one, because it's. I don't think it's as complicated as you're making it to be.
It's not. It's not. I can just do a forward flip cancel and kind of just have my car completely vertical. I've learned. Somebody showed me that. I forgot who it was. But
I mean, because you come in at it at this angle, right? You can either position your car to, position your car to be like this across, and so then when their car hits it either dead on, or if they try to come at it from the side, your angle pushes this ball like this way or out this way. Like this would be the cone that it would go off of, is anywhere here to like out here. And you'll lose it to that side. And you can do that by either having your car like, you know, forward like this, or you could have your car sideways even if you want. Like while you're going forward like this, when you jump up here, so I'll do like a little arrow there, you can rotate your car to angle this way so that your body is like parallel like this. And then you side flip into it. And then when you side flip into it, it pushes the ball into this spot over here. So... because I see you do the fancy stuff a lot, like whatever this is, and it's really unreliable because of what happens here. And the reason this ball goes up is because he goes under the ball, I think. Let me go to him.
Yeah, it went too fast.
Yeah, he gets under the ball. You can, if you're above him though, like in this area, even if he like goes under it, it's gonna go down because you're just above it. And now you're like on the back foot here, and you kind of killed your momentum as well when you turned into that boost. Like, I think this one you didn't have to do this too. Like you can go up the wall. I think you were worried about the bounce and everything, but like you don't get a good pinch here, and it just goes right back to them. And then this could have been a shot on net if they were really good, but this is a good deflection by you. Oh, you should have picked that 100. If that was really there. I don't know if that was really there.
It probably was. I don't know.
That's good. Good push. Because you saw right away he was like not going to hit that well. So you can... I mean, this is a bad touch, but you have your teammate right there. All you need to do is just lightly touch this to the left since like no one's here. So just getting your car up to make like a little wall. Like you don't have to shoot this. You can just be directly up. And then the ball hits you and then you go like that.
It was a slow reaction.
But now we kill the opportunity to pressure them. And now you're coming back with no boost right now. All the boost pads are being taken. So now you're sitting in net with 8. Here though, you already have someone in net, right? You have this guy on the wall. Like you should do something else rather than this right now. You're like, you see how slow you're moving from position to position? You could have like gotten boost or something. You also don't need to jump for this too. Just wait for this ball to come to you. Cause like imagine if this guy like hits it out and for some reason some pinch happens and it goes mid, like around here. And you just jumped at this ball and now it's an open net and there's 2 people over there. So just watch yourself. But this whole play, you kind of look like you don't know what you're doing, and it all stems from this right here. You have 11 boost and then you get this hit backwards, right? And then we're trying to get back. You go for that boost and that doesn't happen, right? immediately now you have Big Bird right over here. Go this way, like wrap around, because your objective is to get boost, right? Because you have none. So go across here, pick up these pads while looking at the ball, right? And as you're picking up these pads, you should have like 36 boost by the time you wrap around. And if you're going this way as well, if that ball somehow goes mid and Big Bird can't get it, you come across here and then cut it off, right? That's the best you can do, because you're not going to do anything from this position. Luckily, this guy gets a hit away, but now you're like, you want to go for it, but you don't have the boost still, so you're not doing anything. And so that's why it's taking you so long to move from position to position. You're thinking about getting the 100 over there, and then you decided against it. And instead of having, we could have like 48 or 60 boost. It's fine. You're going to follow up on this. I think you could have gotten a harder hit too if you flipped into it before. Oh, that's unfortunate. So here, yeah, you're pathing. It took you a little bit to path. Like you have the idea in your head of what you want to do, but it's like a second too late every time you do it. And so then you change your mind on things, and then you hesitate, and then you move away. That's close. It's fine though. You can be on the wall here. Just watching out for that. It's good. Back on the ground. Just watch where they're gonna hit it. Hey. Oh, he's gonna save that though. That was a little bit more right. That would have been a goal, but that's a tough shot too. This is a real risky push because you don't know who's gonna hit that ball there, because it's just a mess. And the back foot. Oh, I don't know if you're going for the demo there, but that would have been a good play to go for the demo. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you noticed this as well, but you're just kind of like wandering across the field. Like if you're ever in this situation, like this happens to me a lot too, where some games you're just like, I don't know where to be. So you missed a demo here, that's fine. You try to take the ball, you mess up on the carry, right? This guy hits it, and then you can't get this ball anymore, right? Even if he does hit this, like let's say he misses this, right? He goes on this wall and then this ball bounces here and then bounces out there. This guy's got the hit, you know? While as if this guy does hit it and it goes across mid, one of these guys should get the hit, but you're definitely not getting the hit if you're going this way and then circling around. The best thing for you to do is for you to just go right, like clear space for these two to do whatever they're doing, and then if something goes wrong, then you swing back in this way. If things don't go wrong, then you go this way, collect like, you know, whatever boost pad you want, and just get into, you know, position to defend. But now he gets the hit, you cut off your teammate real hard, you get a miraculous save, which should have been a pass mid, but, and then, I mean, that's just watching out for the goalpost, but luckily your teammates got you. Now you can circle around, this is you. The poor shot, but I mean, you're still putting like pressure on. Just your teammates couldn't follow up as well, but what level is this, by the way? This looks like
C3.
Champ 2. Oh, okay, Champ 3. Cut this off. Here, you can go for a full 50-50, because this right here, right? You jump at this, and you just want to make sure that this stays in this zone past, like, here. Like, all around here. Because if this ball does get past you, then they should have people pushing up this way. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. There we go. I kept missing the screen. Let's see if, like, that's the case. So, like, looking around here, right? He's on the wall. This guy, like, we saw Kyle, like, in net for a second, and then he moved out. Like, I'm assuming he's moving out for the play that's going on with Chicken Noodle. So your job is to, like, cut this off real hard. Oh, he doesn't even end up going that way, but if you do cut that off, though, then Kyle has to make a play upfield, and you have two people back already. Or you should, you know? So this is like the time to be aggressive and just jump at them rather than try to go for like a cheeky 50 right here and allow them to get this pressure upfield. But so you trying to like wave dash to get into position? Here, yeah, again, you're pushing up a little too hard. Because right here, right? You see this guy cutting off in front? You don't know if he's going to hit it, right? So what you want to do is you want to, like slow your momentum down or, like, stop here. Just to see where this ball goes. Because if this ball goes, like, above you, then you're going to just fly away from it. But that doesn't happen because he misses the ball. But I would say, like, right here, right? You stop your momentum. Check out what play he's going to do. And then if Big Bird does hit it to the left, then you have a teammate in goal that's going to go get it. If neither of them hit it, then you have, like, a really good bounce shot down the field. And if he does hit it, then you go back onto the wall and then clear it. But you're pushing up just a little bit too anxiously right there. And this is, like, again, you're kind of pushing up a little farther than I'd like you to. You feel like it's pretty common. Also, your teammate was going to get that too, so there's no reason to take it off his head. But, what's it? Do you feel like in your most recent games that... Oh, hey, a shot. But he's... Yeah, there we go. So I thought your teammate was going to miss that for a second. Do you think that in your most recent games that you've been... What is it? Like, in your most recent games, have you felt, like, kind of lost on things? And then, like, feel like that... Yeah, just in general, that you feel lost or that you're not rotating properly or your teammates aren't rotating properly. Like, the game is making less sense on these kind of things.
Really been playing. I haven't played it too much lately. I mean, for the past 2 days, I haven't really played too much. This game and the other replay I sent you are the first 2 games I just played of the day, actually. Yeah. So I'm really not really sure exactly.
See, touching this, I think works, though I'd be, like, a little worried for my teammate, because if my teammate jumped for this, right, since it's solo queue, then he gets taken out of the play, and then this play by you, like, if they get the hit on this before your teammate, since they're watching you, right, like, these guys, let's see, this guy right here. This ball goes up. He sees you on the wall right there, right? So he's kind of like watching to see your play, but he doesn't react in time. If this guy was really good, he'd like see you and be watching you, but then also be watching this guy that's over here. And so the moment that you do hit this, he'd jump up and knock this overhead. So it's a really risky play for you to do that. And it could like cause a lot of like solo queue confusion for your teammates if you just do a little touch like that on that kind of a play. Good. It could have been a hit mid just because like the way this is going, right? Like the ball goes up and you can circle around this to get this ball just like in this zone to make this guy jump. Or if this guy gets like a bump at all, you don't know exactly what this guy's gonna do, but putting this towards the net is a lot better because really doing like just trying to beat this guy, you beat him by a mile, not only that, but then you knock it into the corner and they get a free clear because of this. Well, as you put the pressure on, it forces them to jump for it, and then you have that teammate over there that can follow up on something. Oh, damn. It's unfortunate. Ooh, that should have been a goal. I see what you're doing, though, because you didn't know if you had a teammate there. Though this could be a better block in the sense that that you put your car to the right side of the ball and then flip left into it, and then it gets knocked to the side, and then that opponent doesn't really have a shot. But it is like a rushed play. Now, the original guy hit it. Like the guy that... It took away the shot. I see. But yeah, getting that kind of play. Oh. Dang. Why did he touch it? That's so bad. That was an easy clear for you. That should have been a goal for them. I don't know what this guy is monkeying around, but it's a bad touch. But you can kind of like patrol for boost a little bit, kind of chill back. You're pushing up like with 23 boost, which is kind of risky. You really don't... You have like the opposite problem. I see a lot of champ 3s as well. is that you don't really flip at all. You get from position to position by boosting to it, or by like slowly driving, which is fine in certain situations, and that's what I recommend to some people. But like a lot of what you do is like this. You'll like look at the ball and be going from position to position like this. Maybe pick up like a boost pad here or there. But like you can, if you need to get to a position, you can like take ball cam off for a second, like check to look like, oh, okay, that's where the boost is, and then you go back on it. Or if you're like, oh, the ball's over there, look at boost, and then flip, because there's no play that's gonna happen, and you get to the position a lot quicker. And basically what I want you to do is I want you to play at like a faster pace than what you're playing at for your level, because like you're playing really slow, and because you don't make plays quick enough, like you get 50'd a lot, or you get unfavorable 50s because you can't beat them. And then because you get beat to those balls, you get put on the back foot, and then yeah, then you get put under the ball. And because you don't flip from position to position, it takes you a long time to get from spot to spot, and so it just kind of like compounds on itself. What do you think about that game, though? Like, what were the takeaways that you had from it when looking at your own like gameplay?
Yeah, I noticed myself. And I feel like in that game, I feel like I was making poor choices for sure while I was playing it. And I was just kind of playing slow on purpose, because I remember sometimes when I was doing a lot of flipping, I would flip too much. And I wouldn't be able to react to like some plays that maybe after 50 it goes towards our third man. He obviously has it clear, and sometimes I'm already flipping, and when I can already turn on it and probably make a play out of it.
Yeah,
so this like, game I was just kind of driving just to see.
Yeah, because here's the thing, is that the flipping comes with timing, because here's the thing, right, is that there's two extremes, right, when you have the spectrum. Like, this is like perfect balance, where you're like at every position, right, and this is like the line at which like people who like on this end of the spectrum, they like flip too much. They're like, they flip a lot, right, but here they like stay on the ground. Like, they just drive ground. There you go, look at that. Gorgeous, right?
What the fuck? Right.
But yeah, so you're on this side of the spectrum, though, like by far, like in this gameplay, where this is not good in the sense that you're really slow. Like that's one of the huge cons that you get, is that you're like really slow to the ball on this side of the field. This side you're really fast, right? However, the trade-off here, right, is that you have no control. So like, no, I'm just gonna put C. There we go, no C. Well, as you have C here. Or I could do the, what is it called? CT RL? Yeah, CTRL. There we go.
Yes.
No control.
Look at your keyboard.
There it is. Yeah, CTRL. But yeah, you have these two trade-offs right here, right? Where you have a player such as K-Frost, right, that I've worked with a little bit. And for him, he flips from position to position so much, right, that he's really fast to the ball. So like these two players meet, right, like right here, and when they collide with each other, this guy's gonna win only because that he gets to the ball faster. So like he'll be here hitting the ball, while as this guy over here is still like trying to go up and go for like a 50-50. And like obviously this guy's going to win. However, once you get to the higher levels, right, another big trade-off too would be that this person should have more control over the ball, like where it goes, and this person, if they're playing faster than their own good, they get bad hits. So it kind of plays out depending on what your playstyle is. For you, you're like on this spectrum where it's like you're slow and you have a lot of control over the car, in the sense that you're driving and you can like path from boost to boost normally, like take turns, you can do whatever like this is. So it's loop around, right, and do this. While as the person that's flipping has to go like whole distances to like like here, and that's their whole flip, right? And then they can turn, right? And then they flip here, right? And then this whole distance, right? They have to go this way, straight. While as you could make like all these turns like in this one spot, you know? So that's like one of the huge trade-offs. Ooh, control. There we go.
Wow.
And so what I want you to do is like flip into things to get speed. Now, the reason why this also ends up being a problem, right, is a lot of people flip at the wrong times. Like this is where this balance thing comes in. It's like smart flipping where you get to the position that K-Frost is in right here, right? But you only do so when the moment comes in the sense that you're going to have two people coming in at the same time, and he can react to the ball better because of the timing that he chose to flip into it. So for instance, like, let me take this away. If the ball is here, right, you need to get back to net, and you're right here, right? That's you, Arvo. You're right there. And you need to get back to net as quick as possible, right? But you don't have the boost to do so because this ball, you don't know where it's going to go. Flipping here is appropriate because there's a player here and a player here, right? They're not going to get the ball quick enough for you to make this flip. So let's get this color going. You can make this whole flip right here, land on the ground, and so you'll be in this position right here, and then these two cars will collide at each other, and then a play will happen. But what I see a lot of players do is instead, the opponents will be right here, right? They're about to 50-50, and that's when they flip, right? And then they're flipping, and then this whole distance, right? They can't stop themselves from flipping in this moment. And so they have to commit to this position right here now. And this ball could go anywhere in like this zone or like up here, right? Like basically in this like zone of control, right? It'll like, imagine that coming out at you. And because you're only in this position, you've committed to this spot, you can only circle around like this area. So like, yeah, if the ball comes over to you, that's great and all, but like, let's say the ball like comes out mid, and then you're now stuck in this position back here, and you need to turn your car around, but lo and behold, they have a player that's like out here, right? Then they're going to get the ball. You can't make the turn, and if you hesitate in this moment because, oh, I could make the play, but then you can't make the play because, you know, this guy's over here, then that slight hesitation causes a shot on net. Let me get a different color because this is getting really confusing. There we go. And that's a shot on net. While as if you stay grounded in that moment, yes, the ball could come out really hard and like shoot into net out of nowhere. It's not very likely you would have saved that if you flipped that way, but you also don't know the outcome of all these other situations that happen. So you can stay grounded, and you still have time to flip if that ball does get shot over this way and you still need to go. So it's all about the timing of the flip that you need to work on. You should flip when there isn't a change in the play that's going to happen that you can't tell. Like, obviously, if there's a guy here, the ball's here, and you have a teammate here, this guy's not going to get the ball, right? You can just remove him out of the picture, and this ball's going to get hit this way, or like along here, right? But then this guy would block it. So let's assume that doesn't happen. So it's going to get hit out here. Well, then, yeah, if you're out here, sure, you could flip this way and then collect the ball and then bump it up here, and then it bounces off and everything, right? But if there's going to be a change in the play, yeah, you know, that's the time to not flip into it. But let's go into this replay now. Did that help at all? You see like what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that pop by the... You can... Oh, what? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Dang. Well, you guys score here, I guess, anyway, but... Hey, nice. Good. You saw where your teammate was going. Sorry, my throat's like really dry right now. Because again, like, if you're trying to lose it on the ground, not up in the air. It's a lot harder for your solo queue teammate to, like, deal with that. Or if you lose it in the air, like, that's better for, like, competitive, I think. Holy hell. Oh, damn. This is gonna be tough for you to save now. Good turn. That was really good of you. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
What I would say, it's better though, because of the bounce, right? Right here. It's gonna be really awkward, but you gotta get a better pinch where like you flip into this in the corner. Let me go back like 25 speed and then. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, right when it's here, like the spot you should be aiming is right here to get this. Like either that way or you create, like you have to jump earlier and get a wall going like this, like on this side. One of those two options, but pinching it down here, this guy just like pushes through you like pretty quickly. And then your teammate isn't ready for that, so. Right, the idea of that earlier play is that you want to help him push that faster than he wants it to, because then he has less control of it. Nice dunk. Oh, that's so sad. There, though, it's going to be hard for you to make a hit mid. Like, you got to leave this place immediately, because, like, here, like, sure, you want to make a play, but you're not going to make a really effective play with 3 of them in net. While as, like, if you let this bounce in the corner instead and, like, circle out, it allows one of your teammates to move in and make a good hit to get it over their heads. But, you kind of just sit here, wait for it, and then your teammate gets a bad hit. So then, by wasting the time you did in the corner, you weren't back in time to, like, push that back into their net or into their side of the half. Just, again, relieving pressure that you could have. This could have been a better hit. You want to drop this to Aaron. He's right there. He's got open space, right? Like this zone right here is like really good. Even like you can go like all the way out here even. I wouldn't go that far actually. I'd go like right here. There we go. And that Aaron could get this, get a hit going on this. But instead we just give it to Zeph. And Zeph gets a block. You know, like a definite offensive play turned into a defensive play with the here. You can, I mean, I think you just have to read this. I don't know if you thought this was going to bounce off the corner that was over there, but also Zeph could have had like a shot on net here because you're kind of just hanging under the ball now. This one, you've got to just like, you got to see this, start approaching it, and right as the ball's getting closer and closer, you're watching that bounce to see if this corner lip, because this really messes people up. This corner lip here, if it hits off of there, it's going to roll out. And that's when you'll see it as it's coming down. Let's say it like changed direction. It was like in a slightly different universe where it hits this corner and then rolls down. You're staying on the ground the whole time, but boosting, right? You're boosting this whole time to go forward. And once you see that corner bounce going to hit, you can turn yourself into it and then clear it off onto that wall. While as if it does the thing that it did, where it bounces like off the ground here and bounces up, boosting here is fine because you can just double jump in the air on line with it and then just knock it into this side. But you can't allow Pooch to just take this shot right here, Poochie, because he misses that really bad. And then Zeph over here can actually, if he like went online with this, I don't know if he like thought that you were gonna hit this, probably. No, he shouldn't have thought you were gonna hit it. So yeah, if he went online with this and right, if he hit it on this side and that went towards net, that's a goal. So again, like don't move up with this ball either, right? You have 20 boost. This guy just collected your boost, is what the camera should be saying right here, right? So now that this guy's hit it and all, you turn around and get on this wall because let's see. Let's go to the fly cam now. Your teammate, I would assume your teammate's in net just because like what's going on here would be kind of odd choice for him to go like up on this wall and cover this zone when his 2 teammates are down here and you don't have anyone in this net. So most likely you're gonna have a teammate that's covering the net. What you want to do is you want to circle around and then cover this back wall. Even with 0 boost, like it's better for you to be here because you're gonna have a really tough time getting back to net and then making a save whatever direction this comes in. So being on the wall here is better for you, because if they do happen to hit it up the wall, you can slowly drive on the wall, clear it out to a side, and then collect boost later. But instead we're moving up with 0. You still have 0 boost. And then, oop, shoot. We go to player view, Arvo. And yeah, now we're just kind of chilling back. Could have gotten a straighter shot on that, but it's fine. Hey, nice shot on that, dude. I'd hit this softer, because you don't have control of this anymore. On these kind of plays, when you get the ball handed to you, like, you can right here slow your momentum down, just pop it up real slowly to you, because this guy's probably not going to get the ball since he just went on kickoff, I believe. So he's going to have like 0 boost. You have this guy way back here, and you have this guy way back here. And to beat these guys, if you hit it towards their direction too fast, then they have the upper hand to go up for it. While as you keep it closer to you, then you can change the direction. And then you have a lot more options too. If you want, if you hit it softly to you, you can air dribble it, right? Get under it and carry it the whole way, wherever you want it to. If that's not the case that you want to do, you just want to hit this really hard, then you just jump at it and just knock it as hard as you can to the other side. But yeah, instead we just kind of hand the ball off to them. I don't know if you could have just collected that 100. Oh my god. Yeah, see, okay, so a lot of things like led up to this, and I think it starts off with like the first play right there, right? Like it all starts with this like first play where we give up possession. Here, you're going for a dunk, which would have been cool and all, but then, yeah, it's fine, whatever. You get the 100. But now your teammate makes a bad play on top of that, which kind of sucks and all, but you had the opportunity to make a play earlier. Now Nick gets the ball to get a clear going, right? You're flipping back to get the boost, maybe? I don't know why. You have enough boost.
I was trying to get out the way, but I didn't think he was going to come in.
Because you
like
haven't
that.
been...
I was thinking he was going to go further back into the, like on... You know the little corner there that we usually rotate onto the back post.
On
I was expecting him to go back.
You mean him like swing wide, right? You wanted him to
I thought he
go
would,
this way and then swing wide and come out here, and then you were gonna cut.
I think that's what he was doing earlier.
But why?
I was just trying to stay out of his way.
Yeah, but why are you like trying to get to this position now really quick? Like this whole game you haven't.
I was trying to get behind him. Yeah, I was just rushing to get out of his way. I know I was in a bad position to even try and make a save after Aaron, if anything.
Because I think what you can do too, you have the boost, right? So this ball's coming this way. What you can do, one, is you can aerial for this and knock it into the corner here. Because you have 0 coming back this way as well, right? And you'll have the momentum from your aerial hit coming in this way to go in this zone as well. While as they're all on the back foot. So they're not going to get any of this, right? Secondly, you can also go up this wall, like to the right wall, and see what play your teammate makes. If they don't make the play, then you knock it off to the side. Because, like, imagine this now, too, right? You cut across this corner, and Aaron doesn't hit this ball because he's, like, let's say he's just bad, right? He gets a hit. He gets a bad clear, which is why this ends up working this way. But if you're on the wall, now let's go to fly cam. There we go. Let's say now you're on the wall, you go this way, you end up covering, like you go up the wall here, then he gets this hit, right, off to the side, and you're still going this way, like up the wall. Now that you're on the wall here, you can jump off and make a play on top of his play if you need to. Like, you have a lot of options here, but going across here, it's like you're covering. So this guy, you imagine him going this way, and then what you want to do is you want to go, like, around here? Is that what you wanted to do? Come up here?
Yeah, I just wanted to get it out that guy's way, because I didn't know he'd have been able to do something better.
Yeah,
because my first thought wasn't to go up the wall.
His positioning doesn't matter, though.
Because I know for my first thought, I wouldn't have thought of going up the wall because Aaron was already there, so I'd have probably ended up just sitting on that front post.
Yeah, I mean, if
But
Aaron goes up on this wall here, like the great thing is that you have Zero coming back, right? So if this does, let's say, like for some reason he knocks his mid or whatever, right? Zero's gonna swing around and get it this way. Well, as you are flipping this way, you don't have now the momentum to turn around until about, let's see, right there, right? So you're gonna have to swing around this way, which is a lot slower than him with his current momentum to go this way. So because of all that, cutting across here doesn't make sense to begin with. Secondly, going up the wall here, you have a lot of options. One, the hit that I was saying to knock it into this corner, right? Which would work fine because none of their team is going to be in this corner faster than Zero is or you are. And if you knock it away from Aaron, that's fine because Aaron's hit is going to go to this corner where all three of them are. Or let's see. Oh, two of them are. And then the third guy's set up in the back for a play. But now we have this hit that goes on here, and you're kind of hanging out underneath. What you can do in this situation, right? You just knocked Zero back, right? Like, right in this play. Now think, like, okay, I just knocked Zero. He's on, you know, what would it be, back right corner, facing away from your goal. And you get knocked into this zone. Now's the time for you to go up the wall, because, let's go back to him, Zero is now in this position over here, right? You're in an awkward spot because you're near post, right? So if this gets knocked over your head, you're not going to save it at all. But if you go up the wall, then you can jump off the wall and meet the ball, like, over your head, right? You can gain the height without having to kill your momentum. While as this guy, he just collected 100 boost, right? You don't know that, but he's getting back to net either way. And he's going to try to make a save. Now, he does the best he can because he's trying to cut this off. Well, he doesn't do the best he can because he could have actually saved this probably. Let's see. Yeah, if he didn't kill his momentum to get that 100 boost, like, then yeah, he could have cut this off just in time. And he should be going for the block, not the direct hit, because if the guy misses, if this guy misses right here and he goes for the block rather than the direct hit, then both of them miss, and then you can pick up on it because they have no third guy back. So he flies for this wrong, and he also like whiffs it completely. But you, on the other hand, when this play happens, right, you got to think, okay, I just knocked this guy back. He's in my back corner. He's going to be circling into net, right? I'm in a bad position right here. Like, this is really, like, you probably feel really awkward being in this spot. The only way you can save it if it goes, like, and lands in this corner right here, or goes up the wall here. If this goes anywhere that's outside in this huge zone, then you're going to be, like, super awkward running at this. So best thing for you to do, be on the wall, jump off the wall, right, to meet this ball if you need to, or wait for the hit that's coming in. Now, the shot's pretty decent where it's going to be really hard for you to react to it, but you can see, like, if you're looking at this ball and you're on the wall right here, your perspective entirely changes, too, where this ball gets knocked, and now imagine we are on the wall here, and we're looking at the ball, like, the ball cam. I think we have to go to, like, 90 FOV. There we go. And so if we're on the wall here, we're looking at the ball this way. I think I can actually focus the ball. There we go. So yeah, this way. We're on the wall here, and we're looking at the ball. You'll be able to see Poochie's shot, too, at this time. While as... Where am I going, actually? Arvo? And then we go to player view. While as in this position, you have no time to react and you fall in net. So there's just a lot of options that this play could have worked out, but it all stems from the beginning of this like kickoff right here, killing the possession. And then because we're on the back foot, we're trying to rush back and everything. And it's like the worst that could have happened when I like tell people, hey, like your hits like giving up pressure and now you're on the back foot and this is really bad and this opens up opportunities. This is like the worst case scenario for that kind of play where like this all happens because of giving up pressure early on and then being put in a weird spot. So now we're done with that. We're done dissecting that. Here you can path a lot quicker to right boost. You should already be on the wall in my opinion because that guy's gonna beat you to the ball. Like you know he's gonna beat you to the ball. So immediately, right, just turn right here and start going for the boost pad that's over there. Since Zero's on this side of the field, you should have the other guy that's in your back corner. He should have picked that boost the back boost up. So, and then you should be up on the wall playing the forward position, and then your teammate covers your back. And you could have met this ball actually if you were already on the wall, coming straight on at it and like getting a hit on this corner, killing this guy's like hit. Oop. There we go. I see you're going for the bump. This is really aggro of you because you had your teammate there as well, but you get the block. Good recovery. That's fine. I would have pathed towards the middle boost since that was up already. You don't need to go for that demo there. Like, yeah, that would be cool. Like, if you get this demo, like, that's neat and all, but you also don't know what kind of hit this is going to get. And now we have to flight this really awkwardly. That's a not ideal hit either. Like, we could, if we set up for this play a lot earlier, we could actually have been, like, in this position on the ground already, like, going up the wall and then getting, like, a wall clear off of this if you played this faster, instead of spending the time to try to demo that guy kind of unnecessarily. It's like, that would have been nice, but they could still score on you with those two players by taking you out of the play that long. If you got under that, that would have been backboard because of the positioning of these two. Like, yeah, they should have someone on the wall in, like, an ideal world. Like, Nick or someone would be, like, up the wall here waiting for your hit to go this way. But hitting it down to them is going to create a bounce clear. And, like, a bounce clear is, like, one of the worst things. Now, Nick shouldn't have hit this. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, they're in a party together. Okay, because that's what I thought. Like, if Nick just leaves this for Poochie, I believe, yeah. Like, Nick just leaves this alone. You hit it down on the ground. Nick leaves it. Poochie just booms it to your side, and then you're on the back foot. But they're not that organized. Good, you see him. Yeah, good job. I mean, he gets a pass. That should have been a shot from him, but oh damn! You're on the left side a little bit more. That could, or right side a little bit more than that could have been good. Oh, so close. Just to work on those redirects. You get the hit. That's good. This one, I wouldn't dive for this. Like, it's 2-2 right now with 1:10 left. Right? Nick's gonna definitely get this. If you do get the block, that's an excellent, you know, play and all, but the success rate of that is so low, and the punishment you get for making that kind of play is so massive, because now you're on this side of the field. Sure, you have 100 boost, you collect that 100 boost and all, but you've been out of the play for, let's see, so now 1:08, right? You are on, like, in a decent position technically on your side of the field, right? If this was still on your side of the field, for 7 seconds. And that's like a long time, long punishment for a play that's barely going to work. And if it does work, that'd be great and all. But if not, they should have, like, created a lot of pressure from that play. They did not. I think you can, yeah, move out. Job. This is good. See, this is the flipping I want from you, right? Like, that kind of, like, this is the perfect opportunity to flip, right? Because you know Poochie's gonna hit it, and you know you need to get back, right? So then that's the time to flip and gain, like, a bunch of speed without much consequence from it. I'm trying to go for, like, a pinch play right there.
No, I was making sure. Just make, if he didn't take it, then I was ready to take it, because I felt really unsure about how everything's positioned, because all of us was on the right side when it was unfolding.
Yeah. Hey, you can wait for
Poochie to rotate to back post.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, you can wait for Poochie to hit this. You don't have to pre-jump this. Because, like, do you know where this guy's gonna hit it?
I do know he's just gonna come straight to mid, so that's all they've been doing.
But he doesn't go straight to mid, though.
Nope.
Gets it out this side. Now your teammate's got the, and then he takes like this weird shot. I don't know what happened here. He's going for like a bounce shot, but like not actually, because I guess he's passing it now, and then like Aaron's not ready for it. So if he was passing it, that's a terrible pass, like terrible time to pass. And if he was shooting it, that's a terrible shot. So. But you don't need to pre-jump that because you don't know where it's gonna go. You should just stay grounded, and then I bet you would have had a better shot than this guy. Or if he does that kind of play, then you'd be mid, right? You'd see Zero is making that kind of pass. You go mid, and then you shoot this on it. But don't pre-jump when you're third man back, though, because you were third man back in that situation. Even though you were on offense, like, and you guys had the pressure going, so it's low risk. It's 2-2 right now.
And we're into overtime.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Why didn't you just go back for the 100 right here? Well, I don't know if actually
it was gone.
Yeah, it's probably gone actually. Yeah, it is probably gone.
Yeah, we went back for it. And he took me a boost.
Wait, so he took both boosts? Oh yeah, because he has to get the hit here. That's why. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're heading back. There's no boost here. That's fine. So here, but again, like this is reacting to his hit just slightly quicker, right? Zeph gets his hit to the right side. And you know it's going to be right, but you still wanted to get that boost, which is fine, but you don't need the boost, though, is the thing. And then you path really wide here. Like, the 12 boost is sufficient enough where you can get a pinch on the wall now. But then you wanted to path towards this one, and you used the boost, though, to get that boost. So then it was like you didn't even get the boost pad, you know? Like, now you just have momentum, but now you're behind the ball, and you hit this, like, up in the air, which doesn't help your team at all. Instead, how you want to path on this is, one, you don't need the boost, right? This ball goes right side, you can immediately turn right and then go towards this wall. And then if the ball goes and hits the wall, right, then you go to the wall and then you bounce it off the wall. You get like a bounce shot off the wall and it clears pretty well. If not, if you're not confident on that, then you hang back in this position because there's no one really approaching you in this spot. You don't have much competition, so you can let that ball bounce off the wall, come back to you, and go for it, and then just get a good clear on it. But instead, we do this like thing where we circle around a little bit, and we hit it up in the air, and now it's their ball again. I'd hit this off the corner as well. I do this naturally too, where you just want to get to the ball quick. But one, what I have you do is swing out wide as well. Like the way you're positioned right here is like you're expecting the ball to be like in this zone around here, when really you should expect it to be like in this zone out here somewhere, just because of like how they're positioned in net. They're really like on top of each other. And then if you're out here, let's say your car is positioned like just like this way, but then also facing like this direction, like that, right? Then you can come out wider on a swing here and knock that ball towards net rather than being on the inside here because you think it's gonna stay mid. And then after that, right, when you get the hit, or when you see this opportunity, now that you're in this position, what you can also do is get the hit across here, right? And then it bounces this way out towards your teammate that's rotating, or should be rotating. There we go. And now your teammate gets beat. You're rotating around, that's fine. Okay, you got it. Cool. The pathing looks a little awkward, but you still got it. Here it's kind of awkward too. You're kind of in like the middle zone right here, and I think you just need to react to this quicker.
I
You need to read
misread
this
it.
quicker.
Yeah, I misread it. You
Here
hit
you-
further to the right than I expected.
Yeah, and you get clipped by that guy too, but like, really, if you had jumped earlier to the play, then
I just misread.
again, there's another one like that you did earlier too. It goes up in the air, and you want to hit this from underneath. right? Oh, shoot, there we go. Underneath right here to get like height on it, and like you can get it on the backboard. This one, you know, you can get on the backboard without much punishment because these two are over here. They don't have someone on the wall to clear this off to the side. So this is like the perfect opportunity to shoot backboard or shoot on net because this guy's in an awkward spot as well. But instead we just hand them the clear this way. Or, oh my God, they weren't even ready for it. How are they not ready for that? Hold on. Sorry, there we go. Oh my God, okay. Well, that should have been a clear from them. But you can get punished for that one. You got the block just in time. Collect the 100 boost, that's fine. This one, you're pushing up hard again. Like, again, you're taking yourself out of play here. Because Zeph could hit this ball mid, right? But he doesn't. It's going to be hard for him. So you can cut. It's okay to push up here. But Nick, though, is definitely going to hit this, right? So we're not sure if Zeph's going to hit it, but he's probably not going to get this because it's kind of hard of a shot. But this guy's definitely going to get it. You should already be going back and playing defense. But instead, we go here. We leave at 117. Oh, your teammate gets the knock, so that's fine. It ends up not punishing you because your teammate picks up the thing. But if your teammate's not there, then you're left all alone. And you can't solo carry this game. That's the case. That's a bad clear. Oh, okay. So, once he gets this hit, right? You have 41 boost. Here's where you sit. This ball goes up, right? You go up the wall here. And your spot of like destination is right on this corner right here. So that sorry. If the ball goes up here, you can drive up, hit it away. If the ball goes towards net, you can jump off the wall and maybe make a save, like, and just buy any kind of time here. But you go above the net here, right? And like, I don't know.
Gonna hit, and then I was like, oh well, fuck, I already pushed too far.
Yeah, well, you didn't push too far. Like here, this is good. This is fine right here. And you thought he was gonna hit it. And if he does hit it, let's say he does hit backboard, right? And you're not in a position really to get it because you're this low, you can jump off the wall and at least just get a 50-50 going with Poochie. But this guy shoots it on net, then you're on target to save it. Now, if he gets like a shot where it's like off like this side of the corner, you're not gonna save it. That's fine. You weren't meant to save it at that point. But then we continue to drive, and that's where we mess up. Because now we've lost our positioning where we could attack in this corner. Now we're only up here, and we have to, the only way to save this, which you can't, it's like really hard for you to predict, right? Is that you're gonna have to stay at the bottom of your net, right? You're going to have to jump off the wall, like pre-jump it, and you're gonna have to use your second jump to propel you in whatever direction you need to go, not with a flip, but with like a second jump. And you might not even make it still. Whereas if you had just stayed like here, then you can just jump this way and then flip into it if you need to. And you gain more momentum through the flip than you do through the second jump. So all of this was still preventable, but it's really unfortunate with this guy's clear though, because like he flipped into it too. If he had stayed on the wall, then he could follow up on it, but yeah. Anyway, that's the game. You have any questions for me, by the way, or like, like if I were to sum up this game, or the two games, I guess that I was looking at, really, you're really slow at rotating, for this level of gameplay, like Champ 3. People are going to rush the ball really quickly, and they're not going to get accurate hits, and they're going to be flipping, like, you know, wildly, like to get from position to position. So that's where you can capitalize on those things. But if you can't even get to the position, then they'll beat you every time despite how bad their hits are. And so that's why it's like going to be really hard to climb at this rank for you right now. So big thing to work on is like when the ball is working on your flipping, but timing your flipping to where if there's going to be a 50-50, don't flip, because wait for that ball to like move in the area that it's going to. But then when the ball's in open space and you know, oh, this ball, let's just pretend this ball's going to the corner, right? And you need to get back right now, and you have 0 boost. Let's just say 0 boost, right? This guy's not going to hit it, right? Because he just hit it, let's just say. And this guy's not going to get it for a long while. Well, now this is the time to flip, because you have time to do it. But now let's say that there's another car here, right? And this car's here, and they're like going to hit each other, and that ball could go anywhere. Well, then don't flip, because you don't know where this ball's going to go. If it goes like out here, that's great and all. Ball goes like up here and down here, and there's like a third car, you know, in the back right here. And it's like, well, you know, now this guy's got the hit and everything, and I can like watch this guy's hit rather than flipping into the zone and cutting myself off from every play. So I'd recommend, like, in terms of practicing that too, one is working on going into free training, right? And turning off boost, or turning off unlimited boost. I don't know if you do that already, but this is how I got, like, this isn't how I got good at like knowing the area of like positions for like boost pads and stuff, but just like knowing where the boost pads are to cross them and then flipping into them as well. You'll notice that when I choose a path to go, I'll like flip into an area where there's like a lot of boost pads. So like, let me waste boost. I'll see this right here, right? And I'll flip this way. And I have like, I'm supersonic, and I just collected 59 boost from using just a little bit of boost and a flip and getting all the way back. And then I sync that like mechanic up with the idea that like, oh, these people aren't going to hit the ball in time, or oh, I know this ball's going to go like towards my side, right? So now I have time to flip this way, collect all these boost pads, and do little taps to look, oh, okay, I'm on the right track, you know? Oh, okay, cool, there's the boost, you know? Oh. So yeah. All right. If that's it on this, is that it, or do you want to share another one?
That's it.
All right. No questions though, right?
No.
Cool.